to talk about something else first.
Is she talking about food?
The way my phone is charging.
Oh.
Go ahead and show us your garden. That's how we're starting the show. How about that?
Oh, we're gonna go with the garden.
Oh, what are you going to show us? What do you?
How the phone is charging.
Oh, you can tell us how the phone is charging.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here, I'm outside, by the way, if nobody knows that. Here is my solar panel
Nice.
for my phone.
That's pretty cool.
And it's got a little USB output there.
Cool.
So, and it's got these nice little grommets so that I can attach this to my backpack.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm
And
a big fan of solar panels.
my phone is about half dead, so I kind of need it right now.
We're on patrol. Woo.
We're in our neighborhood here. I'm going to my garden.
Where the hell's your garden?
My garden
You're going to find
is in my front yard.
Oh, okay.
But what's also in my front yard is the window to the living room. Let's see. I don't know. Can you see?
Nice.
Anyway. Alrighty, let's start at the end.
Oh no, you just showed your address for everyone to see.
Oh no.
Now they're going to know 1100.
Yeah.
So this big pile of dirt here sort of has tomato plants in it. I think I got one on camera there.
Yeah.
They're, like an inch high. I mean, but these are the ones that I started from seed. So I've got 4 of them in here. Oh, actually, this is another one that I started from seed.
That one's even better.
That one's a lot better. But that's compared to this one that I bought at a nursery.
Ooh, wow.
And then we've got these little pots here have strawberry plants in them.
Oh, that's cool. Did you make that or did you buy that like that?
No, we bought them. There's actually 5 of them. And they're supposed to hang, all in a row off of each other, but I didn't, they're going to hit the ground if I do that, so I split them up. But there's a little hook underneath. And they hook up to each other like that, so I'm gonna drop it. There we go. So yeah, we've got those. This is the plant that we actually got to pick 2 strawberries off of last night and eat them. And there's another little pinkish one in there too.
We got strawberries, Bob.
Woohoo! I don't have strawberries.
And then this pile of dirt here hopefully has potatoes growing in it.
Nice.
I had bought a 5-pound bag of potatoes at like Walmart or something, and before I got the chance to eat them, I found them sprouting in the bag, so I planted them.
Right. Yeah,
And
it
then
always comes down to whether or not you should just cut off the growth and eat them anyways, or plant them.
Yeah, and they were growing quite a bit, so I took some of them, and my parents took others, and we both planted them. And then these are all the herbs that were in my Arrow garden.
Nice.
So I went through and pulled them all out because they were hitting the light, and they were falling over. They couldn't hold themselves up and stuff. So
Yeah, because the light's adjustable. You can bring that up.
yes, and it was to the maximum.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah, mine never got that high because what I would do is I was constantly trimming them. Because harvesting, I guess, would be the appropriate word.
Yeah. Yeah, the basil just kept hitting it. The basil grew like crazy, but then the parsley and the cilantro didn't grow quite as much, and and it was falling over into other plants, and they were all just tangled up. So I decided to just move them all outside into a big pot.
Nice.
So then I've got those, and oh, I guess I've got celery
Huh.
and broccoli
Ooh.
and cucumbers.
Ooh.
Some tiny little cucumbers. And I actually have 2 more cucumber plants sprouting in the house.
Now, are those just going to go along the ground then?
I have a trellis that I'm going to put in there so that they can climb it.
Nice.
And then we had a whole lot of rain in the last couple days, so I had to move some of the other plants. But I have some leaf lettuce up here that Bonsai is thoroughly enjoying. I've got there's some leaf lettuce. He's loving the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And
The red cabbage is almost that big now.
all right. So now it's your turn to show us your garden.
Outside, I have the red cabbage. In here, I don't have much. In fact, the plan was to get these trough system things made up,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't gotten any made yet. So,
Oh. Oh my God!
Did Bob freeze or is it just me?
Bob froze.
Oh, okay.
Bob. Bob. I'm a little worried about Bob.
Uh-oh.
Well, for those, while we're waiting for Bob, well, for those wondering, this is what it looks like after a Color Splash Fun Dash 5K walk. The color doesn't really come off the skin real easily, so I am going to have to shower thoroughly to get most of this off. I got a lot of good looks from people. Uh-oh. There he is.
There's Bob.
yeah, I had to switch cameras because the other one just stopped on me for some reason.
Yeah, we know.
So here's these. These are my tomatoes. I don't know if we can see. Where am I? There I am. Okay, so they're not like super tall, but they're all about that big.
They're not as big as that one in my front yard, but bigger than the ones I started from seed.
Yeah. This is a green bean, so that's about a foot tall.
Wow.
I got some peppers up here that are doing pretty nice, but I have to get the stuff replanted. The seeds, these are mostly herbs, red cabbage, pepper plant, and in the back I even have 2 lavender plants growing. So I don't have a whole lot, and they're kind of stuck to out here. So that makes me sad and happy at the same time. Sad because I haven't had a chance to get them going somewhere else, and happy because, well, they're not dead yet.
Yeah. That was my problem, is everything died.
Right. We had a crazy winter summer so far.
Wait a minute. When did summer start?
Well, it's hot. I've been in the pool a couple times already. In fact, I was in the pool earlier today.
Well, we had our one day of summer where we turned on the air conditioner for 5 hours, and now it's over.
Wow. Let's see. Oh, yep, there it goes. So I don't know why it didn't want to. This camera did not want to be on before, but it's back on now.
Is my camera working?
You are showing a really thin picture of you and your husband right now.
I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know why it's not working anymore either.
Man, you guys are
Maybe
looking so
come in
much
and sit with DJ.
Ooh, yeah.
Got room for me in there, DJ?
He's like, man, I don't want to be next to her.
I got room for.
Do I have to stay outside?
No, you don't have to stay outside. You can come in.
Okay, I'll come in.
Look at that.
Flash.
The Flash, yes. This is signed by the artist. We got 4 prints, but the artist was Scott Rosema. He was at this museum, and one of the things that they were doing was they were selling these prints. So we got a Flash. That one's mine.
Yeah.
The boy. One of
Yeah.
Deadpool.
I'm not a big Deadpool fan.
He did a good job on him though.
There's not enough sunlight.
And my wife wanted 2, so we got her this one.
Mm.
And this one.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. So I got online and I looked at some of the guy's other stuff, and I mean he's a freelancer. The corner got dented a little bit here in the car, but he does good work. It looks good. Yeah, that museum was pretty cool. It's like the largest superhero. Well, it's the largest collection. It's the only superhero museum, from what they're describing.
Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the artist was there. They were selling prints. So.
Oh.
Yeah. They had, let's see, what they have there. They had the original Adam West Batman costume was there. The original what? The original Greatest American Hero. You guys remember the Greatest American Hero?
Yes.
They had his costume there.
Greatest American Hero.
They had a that arm thing, Shield. They had Captain Shield with all the people who were in the movie who had signed the inside of it and everything. But I posted some pictures on Facebook there, but that was pretty cool. It was Marvel Days yesterday there. Normally you have to call and make an appointment for it, but they have Marvel Days, they're going to have Batman Days this year yet, and they're going to have the Hall of Villains.
Oh, is that all the stuff that we're going to miss because none of it happens at the end of September and the beginning of October?
I actually don't remember when. Oh, here's that. I've been looking for that. Yes. One's going to be in mid-July, and the other one's in October. The middle and end of October.
Okay. I'm going to pop over to Facebook, so if it looks like we're not looking at you, we're not.
Okay.
Let's say, do you want to use my phone?
No, I wanted to,
I'm going to pop somewhere, too.
Sweet. Can't wait to... There's your picture gallery. I can't wait till we get to come over and hang out with you.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. You with Spider-Man. Toy shelf. What looks like Zelda.
No, that was the
Dungeon
figures from with the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Gotcha. There's a Batman shelving unit.
I mean, it was basically just a huge collection. I tried to take one picture and it didn't come out very well. They said that it was, according to the thing that I was reading on it, that they posted on Facebook, it said that it is, as far as the Action Comics goes, it's rarer than the #1 Action, the Superman one. It's rarer than the first one because it's showing Superman as prejudiced. It's got a little terrible picture of a Japanese guy, and it says Superman says slap a Jap. And it was like,
Wow.
yeah. So they said it's rarer than the first one because it's him being prejudiced.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, that's cool. So if we do have any Japanese listeners, the views of Superman are not necessarily the views of the show.
Wait, did he have that hair?
Yes.
Oh my.
This was an early 80s superhero TV show.
Well, it looked like it had
Oh,
bell bottom.
yeah, he had just a big old, you're talking about the Greatest American Hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had that big, poofy, blonde hair. Yeah.
Okay, pictures are over.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Okay, so let's go back to Bob. Back to Bob. Hi, Bob!
Bye!
Well, we're going to have so much fun together. We're not going to sleep,
So it's been 2 weeks since we had a show.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, we've missed 2.
And we're not battle scarred. Well, it's a close. We were worried that this week wasn't going to have a show either.
Oh.
But you worked out real well.
Well, because the walk started at 1.
Yeah.
So, just stop chewing on my fingernails.
Everybody or just...
Just
The
Bonza.
pig!
Oh, gotcha.
I can still chew on her fingernails.
He's chewing on my fingernails.
So this has totally reminded me of something here. Seeing you with this stuff on your face. My brother was asking for volunteers. He's on the board now at the county fair thing. And they're asking for volunteers already for when Halloween's getting closer because they're going to have a it's the zombie shoot to where people pay to go on a truck and drive through there while all these zombies are coming up to the truck and they're just shooting at them. So they need volunteers for zombies.
Now, are the people shooting just like shooting blanks and then the zombies are falling down? Just
Paintball.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna be wearing eye gear.
So what it's going to be is they're all going to be wearing the masks, and then the masks are going to be painted up zombie style, for everyone's protection and everything. And I was like, so from what he was saying, the kids did it last year, his kids, and out of the days that they were having it, they volunteered for, I think it was a 3-day event or 3 weekends or something like that. So they volunteered for 3 days and then did the shooting for 1. So that sounds pretty cool. Romeo, come here. Or just keep sleeping. That works too.
We've got all kinds of fuzzy creatures here wanting attention.
Yes.
That one looks like a tiny little bear.
Yes,
He
he's a
is-
tiny little bear.
He's our squirrely bear. Because when we shave him down, because he's Pomeranian, when we shave him down, he looks like a cross between a squirrel and a bear.
He's a square.
Oh.
That was too much spinning him around and loving him, I think.
All right, take the pig back.
Okay, I'll get the pig back.
All right, I'm going to take my bandana off, and we're going to see how terrible I look.
Ooh,
All
that,
right.
that was a
Oh my
great
god,
decision.
it's awful.
That was white when you left today, right? The bandana.
No, that was actually color.
Ooh.
No, that was, I had taken it with, and I had showed her, and I'm like, "Do you think this is too gaudy for our color dash fun dash?" She was like, "I don't think it'll stand out." Yeah, that's a lot of color on my face, in my ear.
I really only I washed my face off when we went out to eat, so I don't have quite as much, but I wanted to check my eye out because
Right.
Powder to the eye.
it hurts.
If you're gonna wear pink, in your ear is a very good place to wear it. Just saying.
Right. So my earwax is going to be pink next time I flush my ears out.
I'm sad. My pants really didn't pick up much oil. I mean, there's nothing left on them. They're kind of a tie-dye black and white, and the white part was all different colors, but yeah, things came really, really clean.
Yeah.
I mean,
well-
except for skin.
And I showed Bob that, I mean, you can still tell that there was some color on the shirt, but it's
And that's just because it just brushed right off, huh?
basically.
other than your face.
It had air hoses.
No, it sticks to the skin a lot. Now, you can't tell on this arm that it's tremendously dirty, but underneath our wristbands and Fitbits and stuff, you can tell what I look like, and there's like deep color.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, and on your shirt, well, underneath my Fitbit too. I mean, when you would sweat, then it would stick even worse. So yeah, that's
Probably gonna suds up 4 or 5 times in the shower today.
Man, I wear it to work just as a badge of honor. So guess what I did this weekend?
I actually saw a couple people from work there.
That's cool.
well, it's why I wore my business shirt, is so that if there's any, not that there's much left on it, but if there's any color left on it, then someone can ask me why my shirt has weird color on it, and I can tell them it was from the 5K.
Because I did an event.
Yes.
So,
Huh? Before you get started, I think it's time. I've got both bad news and good news.
Uh-oh. We're
Bad-
canceling the show, but you're sending me a whole lot of money?
The bad news is in 2 pieces. Let's start with the first piece of bad news. I am not going to produce this nor any of the other unproduced podcasts from The Greatest Show Online.
How many is there unproduced?
Unproduced, we're probably looking at about 10.
They're still
Wow.
They're still out there and they're still on YouTube. It's not that they're not going to be out there. I'm just not going to release them on audio. So for you YouTubers that are watching this, you're getting something that the audio people aren't going to get. The other piece of bad news is that I'm going to take and discontinue the show as it is. So this will probably be the last Greatest Show Online. But that's where the good news comes in, Bob. Because now it's just The Greatest Show.
Oh, we're not doing it online anymore?
Well,
We call that talk?
we're going to do it on YouTube. We'll still do it on Google Plus Hangouts like we're doing. We're going to do it on I'm also going to start including, and once I figure out how to do it, include it on Mixlr.com, which is an audio radio show type thing.
I've never heard of Mixlr. So what created this change?
Well, I've been listening to the Geek Out Online Mixlr feed, which is the big honkin' show, and Geek Out Online, and Mark Out Online, and Rock Out, whatever. Oh, sorry, not online, Rock Out Loud. So I was listening to all those, and I'm thinking, no, we should really just do that. And I don't have to pull audio off of anything. The audio's just there, ready to go. So then I just have to figure out how to mix in the theme music. So I liked to scare you that we were discontinuing the show, but really we're just discontinuing the use of the name. We'll still keep going.
That's a relief. I thought you heard like news I was going to die or something. Fuck, that would have sucked. Bad news is, Bob, you've got 3 months to live.
You can still figure this out.
Oh, I don't think I'm part of the show anymore.
You are? What?
No?
Because what you just said.
Well, I have a tentative plan, and we'll talk about this off the air, about what's going to happen with the show, and it's going to work out to where we're going to put out more shows.
Well, if you look directly to DJ's left, you'll see that that you are part of the show.
Wait, where are you going? Okay.
Because she's directly to your left. See what
She's worried that I'm not going to let her cook anymore, and we're
Oh,
going
you
to
can still cook?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm still going to end up cooking. I'm just not going to be part of the show. I'm just going to be in the kitchen working while you do your show.
Oh, no, that's not true.
I'm going to go get my strawberry lemonade.
You go get your strawberry. I have my orange Sprite Zero here.
Do you have those really cool Coke machines in any restaurants where it's like this gigantic red fountain pop machine, big red, like big, and it's got a computer screen on the front, and it's got like 20 different pops, Mellow Yellow, Zero, Coke Zero.
It's called a Coke Freestyle machine.
I don't believe so.
So what happens then, like for example, if I want to drink Coke Zero, I press the Coke Zero, and then it shows me flavor options. So it can be orange Coke Zero, lime Coke Zero, strawberry Coke Zero, vanilla Coke Zero. So, and basically it gives you those like fruity options for almost every soda in the machine. And it'll have Coke and Diet Coke and Fanta Zero and
That's what I'm drinking right now.
I don't think it has Mountain Dew and vodka in there, but I mean that's a nice theory for another machine.
And just as an aside, Jeremy R., I don't speak your language. I'm pretty sure it's Portuguese, and I apologize.
Well, I speak no, it's English. Never mind.
I just popped up the question and answer thing because I realized we hadn't done that, and yeah, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't English.
I was talking to a friend of mine like right before the show started, and I told him that we were going to have the show. So I don't know if he's going to be joining us.
Does he speak Portuguese?
Well, we do have
I don't believe so. He speaks Spanish. He's like my Mexican brother.
I think that's French.
Is that another question?
Yeah.
Because that looks different.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to see if I can't translate that.
Well, he's laughing at something.
Yeah, because it ends with LOL.
LOL.
I didn't realize that was the same in all languages here.
We went to Five Guys. I don't know if that's something you're familiar with either.
No.
It's a burger place, basically.
I like burgers.
And they had one of those machines with all the different types of flavors of soda. So my first fill was lemon Coke Zero. And my second...
You, as cooking your face like a steak, I hope you don't do the same thing to your wife.
I maybe because you look spattered with blood.
Yeah, it's just colored.
But my second one is
And it is French for sure.
is light lemonade with strawberry in it, so it's strawberry lemonade.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a really fun machine. They have them in town here. We didn't realize they had them in Five Guys because we don't eat there very often. We found them there, and then at the 2 Wendy's locations that we have here.
I haven't been with Wendy's in a while. I like them. It's just that I know that my mother didn't like them for some reason growing up, so we didn't go there. And now my wife doesn't really care for it. And that's kind of one of those things that like hits you up mentally. If your parent didn't like something, you just naturally not like it in return.
I can't write back, but I can answer back. Here, hang on, Bob.
Hang on.
J'ai été dans la bataille et sortir coloré. I tried. I don't know how to speak French, so I'm sure I have to.
Back in Klingon.
I don't have Klingon as an option in the program I'm using.
That's because that's like French.
Well, in that fact that I don't know Klingon.
Oh.
The way that you say that, like your family doesn't like Wendy's, so you don't really like Wendy's. Like, North Dakota's state fruit is the choke cherry, and it's something that my mom never liked. So I grew up never eating anything choke cherry, and everyone else here is obsessed with it. So I get that.
We have a choke cherry tree in our yard.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Cool.
My parents had one there too.
Well, I don't think North Dakota is very special anymore.
Nope.
But they're not nearly as good as they would be from, say, North Dakota.
Right. Have you ever eaten a berry, like just off the tree?
Oh yeah, yeah. At my parents' place, they had one out there, and I would climb the tree, and I would just sit in the tree, like eating them in the tree. They got the big old seeds in them, and they're very bittery type. It's like, man, this thing tastes bad, and you spit out the seed, and you grab another one, you're like, yeah. Grab another one.
I didn't know until recently that now your shirt's dirty.
Oh.
I didn't know until recently that my parents had chokecherry trees in their backyard, and they'd been there my entire life, and I didn't even know what they were. And so my mom saved a couple berries one year and put them in her freezer so that I could try a berry on its own. And yeah, I did it once and learned my lesson.
And that's the thing, though. And if you taste one, if there's like, here, try this, you're like, man, that's bad. But when you're looking at the tree and it's filled with berries,
Maybe another one's better.
you can't just eat one. You know what to expect. You know how it's going to taste. But yeah, we've got the choke cherries over here. We've got mulberries back here.
Ooh. I should show you my avocado tree progress.
Ooh, yeah. I like avocado. I made a Facebook page
Of avocados?
of avocados. I'll show you the sweater I'm knitting. Sorry, that's a commercial for the avocado at Subway. They had like a little commercial for that.
Oh.
Yeah, never mind.
I don't have quite the color anymore.
No.
But if the camera was high def, I would probably have quite the color still. Do you like my chin hawk?
Nice.
You need a chin hawk, Bob.
I do. Dude, I had like the Grizzly Adams thing happening. I just did this a couple days ago.
Okay, we got, let's pop one up here.
Okay, so here's the avocado pit that I've been growing for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to drip on anything on your desk.
Gotcha.
So then I was peeling off the outside layer, and the cat knocked it out of my hand, and it broke in half.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I scotch taped it back together.
Good thinking.
Right? And so that's the root right now, growing out of the bottom.
Yeah.
And there's kind of there's sort of a little green thing in the center that looks like it's going to sprout out the top.
But it took dropping it in order for it to start rooting?
No, it was splitting in half already. It's just that she knocked it out of my hand and it hit the ground and it broke open completely, and then I was so worried that, because when I looked at the inside at that point, it looked like the plant that was growing had also been knocked in half, like ripped apart.
Ooh.
Do you have the scissors?
No.
But that's probably how how these plants reproduce in nature, is they wait for cats to knock them to the ground. And then
Oh my God, cats are just as important to plant growth as bees. We better protect the cats and the bees.
Would that be?
cats are very extinct.
Isn't that a cat vagato?
Okay, here.
Let's see here.
Whoa. Okay, let me see if I can.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the plant is like half on each side, so I'm worried that the root is on one side and the plant is on the other side. Oh, look, there's the cat.
Or the culprit, as the case may be.
You need to knock that down for you again? I can knock it down.
But all of that root has grown since she knocked it down, so it hasn't killed it.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving it in the window, and just to be safe, I planted another the other day.
Good thinking.
Yep, but that's probably been close to a month.
I would like to plant a, like, when I was growing up, we had a tree in the house. I have no idea what kind of a tree it was, but I mean, it was a good-sized pot, and the tree was only about that big around. No idea what kind it was, but it was in the house like forever, and it's like, that'd be cool to plant a seed, let it get bigger and bigger and bigger, and go to a pot, to a bigger pot, then to a bigger pot, and just have this thing in the house. I always thought that'd be cool.
Was it like a Christmas tree?
No, it was a leafy tree, but I don't know what kind of that's been gone for a long time. That was when we lived in Chicago, and I think I left there when I was 9, something like that. That was a lot of years ago. I haven't been 9 for a whole long time.
I have a couple of plants at work that I think might turn into, they're not trees, they're still plants, but I think they're going to turn into the kind where every so often I'm going to have to put them in a way bigger pot, and pretty soon I probably won't be able to pick it up. I took them out of the original pots from the not greenhouse, flower shop, I suppose is where they came from, and they were so badly root bound that one plant I was able to break in half and put in 2 pots, but there was hardly any dirt left in the pot, and the root was all spiraled around the bottom and curled up, and it was really, really bad.
Wow. Have you guys been seeing all this stuff on aliens lately?
No.
Mm-mm.
My gosh. It's like the world exploded with alien stuff. Like all the countries right now are releasing their top secret alien files and everything. There was a thing on today where I saw how WikiLeaks released some of their documents on the proof. I mean, it's just like there's like so much alien stuff happening right now where they're identifying different types of aliens. And see, that right there is a reason why I'm usually not the guy who says there are no aliens or there is no God or there is no. I'm more like, well, I don't really believe in that. Just because if somebody proves me wrong later, I don't look like a dumbass. You know?
You just haven't seen it with your own eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife, she's big on. I like doing a thing where we're walking through Walmart. And I'm like, Laura, she's like, what? I go, see that guy there? Yeah. That's an alien. She's like, stop. That's great. You see people, and it's like, man, you know they're aliens. Well, at least you think it really, really good.
I guess around here it's more like looking at someone thinking, you know they're crazy, or you know they're a drug dealer, or you know they've killed someone.
Yeah. You know he's killed his grandmother with a hammer.
Buried her under the floorboards.
There was in an area about a block and a half south of my store is where a bunch of ingress portals are, and one of the people in our group was down there maybe a week and a half ago, and I guess it was already dark, and he was on his bike, and there's this lady. I honestly don't think she's homeless, but she acts like it. And she was in that park, and she probably definitely needs medication because she has a personality disorder of some type. But she was really violent towards him, and when he was talking about this homeless person being all violent, so was it a blonde lady with a bunch of suitcases or a bunch of big Herberger's bags? And he goes, I couldn't see her in the dark very well, but yeah, she definitely had a cart with bags on it and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know who you're talking about. And he said that she accused him of stealing her bike, so she wanted her bike back from him, and that she was a U.S. Marshal or an Air Marshal or something, gonna get the FBI to take him down, and she was just really, really aggressive towards him and yelling at him and screaming and stuff, and yeah, so he had to leave the park. But we have a lot of weird people.
Cool. I'd kind of like to see more crazy people. That's kind of neat.
We have way too many of them. There are.
Move to North Dakota and you'll see plenty.
Especially in our downtown area. In our downtown area, there are actually 2 apartment buildings on the same block that I'm on, full of crazy people. It's like low income and subsidized housing and halfway housing type stuff, and these people, I mean, some of them are perfectly normal, but others, no, I already used it. I've already used it since sitting down at your desk. Yeah, so there's apparently Carlene, a friend of mine who manages the Super 8 here in town, says that this same lady is up near the Super 8 quite a bit, and she used to stay up there. She's got money. She may not have a home because she apparently can't. She gets evicted because, you know, she probably can't keep anything for very long because she's not stable. But she's got money and everything, so.
Wow.
Not my
If I
problem.
had money, I'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be doing some of the craziest shit you can imagine with money.
Well, I wouldn't sleep on a park bench in the middle of winter in North Dakota if I had money.
No, that'd be one of the things I wouldn't be doing. But I guarantee I'd be doing some crazy shit just because I would be doing the stuff that you could only do if you have a whole lot of money. You know, and it's like the
You do one of those scavenger hunts, like what in California right now, the rich guy's putting money in white envelopes and then he's tweeting out.
oh yeah, see that's cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
thing. And that's only mildly crazy. DJ, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
I am pretty tired. I mean, I woke up with energy and I worked out and I did this 5K, and now that I'm sitting here, I'm drained.
I need to make him come outside and do yard work yet. The piggy's gonna lick your ear. Get him, piggy.
So, I was thinking yesterday, I'm a little upset. The fact that I come up with ideas all the time. I mean, my brain is always working, drives me fucking nuts because there's nothing I could do about it. I'm working on like 3 or 4 stories right now. I'm constantly thinking of like not Dungeons and Dragons, but role-playing type. I just spit the drink that was left over out of my mustache onto my computer. That was
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm always thinking of stuff, but I come home and it's like I get on the computer and I start writing, and it's like I only have like little windows of time where I can write uninterrupted. And then the family is just like very. It's like they are. Oh, Bob wants to be alone. Let's talk to him. Yeah, and it makes it very, very difficult. And the idea that I have.
Club also likes to interrupt things, which is why some of us wear earbuds to write in a small chunk.
I don't write.
Because
I just drink coffee.
somebody annoys.
I had a great idea yesterday, and I started writing. I had a great idea a couple days ago, and I started writing. And I would like to be able to tell you about this, but I think I should wait until we're not recording.
Okay. Smart.
You have a commute to and from work, right?
Yes, about a half-hour drive.
Now, I know it wouldn't work if you were riding a Harley, but if you're in a car, could you, like voice dictate to your Android phone?
I could. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think normally when I'm driving, though, I listen to podcasts.
Oh.
I'm listening to a Cthulhu and Friends right now, where they're playing the Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu RPG, so that's pretty cool. I'm still listening to Critical Hit, which is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Do you listen to Knights of the Night?
To which one?
Knights of the Night? KOTN?
No, I had that one written down that I was going to look into, and I just never downloaded.
As far as actual plays go, it is the best actual play, period.
Nice.
And they don't stick to just one game. It's not like one solid game. It's when they finish a chunk of a story, they move on to a different system. So, like right now, they kind of flip-flop between World of Darkness and Dresden Files.
That's cool. That's what one of these guys do. I think it was called, Dice Warriors or something like that. Dice Heroes. It's an Australian group, and I just started listening to the first one, and they're playing a one-shot of Savage Lands, but I guess they just kind of jump around and just... And he said, this is the first time we've ever played this, and this is the first time I've ever Dungeon Mastered it, so we'll see what happens. So they just go in from different games, I guess, and give them a shot, which would be awesome. But
We put a bird feeder out in front of the window to entertain the cat, and I think it's slightly entertaining the DJ too.
they had in a... my grandfather was in a nursing home for a while, and they had a cabinety thing with birds in it. Huh?
Aviary. The actual name for something like that is aviary.
Awesome. I didn't know there was a word for it.
I'm surprised I remembered it.
And I did the thing where they took like yarn and they just like wrapped it back and forth and then cut it on both sides, so they have like a whole bunch of pieces of yarn in there, so they can pick what they want and make a nest out of it.
Oh, cool.
So you sit there and you watch these birds in their aviary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is different than constipation.
It is. One of them is birds and one of them is not.
We were watching all kinds of birds pull dead grass and stuff out of our backyard to build nests for the longest time now, too.
I occasionally do the whole yarn thing, taking some little bits and throwing them out in the yard, and they use it.
I could sit at our window with the cat and watch birds for a long time.
Birds and fish, they're both a very relaxing thing to watch.
And also in our backyard for a while we had a baby bunny, and we had a squirrel or two, and then I must have seen at least 5 or 6 different kinds of birds in the backyard that looked different enough for me to notice, because I don't know much about birds. And so I have this, it's critter food. So it's like a bag of bird seed, and then it also has corn kernels and peanuts in shells and sunflowers seeds in shells and everything, so it's a little chunkier. And I just put a big dog bowl of it out in the backyard, and then there was one day where I know there was a bunny, a squirrel, and at least 3 or 4 birds all out there at one time. Are you okay, DJ?
I'm fine. This is what Bob and I do.
Well, I'm glad I'm in the kitchen then.
There was a time where we were staying. Navy story. Where Bob and I were staying with Mark and Amy.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, you started talking to me, and we were having, I don't remember what the conversation was. It was just a really deep, intense conversation, and I started handing you things. And I was handing you all kinds of shit. Everything in the room, basically. And I started handing you individual cigarettes, and you were taking them, and then at some point I started looking around, like, for more to hand you, because I was out.
I would take whatever he hands me.
Yeah, well, and you stopped.
I would stack it somewhere. I just.
What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for something to hand you because you've taken everything else I gave you.
Yeah, I take it and then I just set it down, and then he'd hand me something else, and I just kind of put it on top of that, and I just start stacking things like. But you know what? I found out that that's what I do. Like, I am a Tetris freaking master. I beat my last Tetris score by like 2.5 million points. I found out that it stops keeping track of your lines at 999 lines. I'm a Tetris freaking master. And I'm also good at the, like the Dr. Mario and stuff like that. And I told my friend this, and he's like, no shit, Bob. That, what the hell they call it? OCD? Your fucking OCD kicks in. He says, you have to organize things. That's how your mind works. And I was like, oh, I'll be damned. It didn't even occur to me that I'm organizing what falls down there. I just like, okay, this belongs here, this belongs here. So I'm only good at these games because I'm fucking crazy. That's awesome.
You are fucking crazy.
I saw a cat playing Jenga on Facebook. That was pretty entertaining.
Wow. Did you see the video on Giant Jenga?
No.
They were like 600-pound blocks. They had a forklift and a crane, and they had these like. The forklift would come in and push a piece out, and then the big old crane from this side would grab a hold of it and pull it out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they were huge. So it had one guy with the hard hat and the vest and everything, and the radio, and he's like bringing them in to do things, and they're playing Giant Jenga.
Wow, that sounds so dangerous.
Yeah.
When that thing falls over.
Yeah, and it did. It did fall.
Gotta pop back to Facebook real quick.
Oh, my eye hurts. After I got a handful of green stuff thrown in my eye, I could actually, everything was green.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful. I was ready to go home before the walk started.
So that happened like right away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was everybody get in a big group area so that we can. They hand you a package of coloring, and you're supposed to throw it up in the air so that they can take one picture from overhead at the very beginning, and then everyone starts with a little bit of color on them. And so they counted down from 10, and we're standing there, and I couldn't get my package open, and so that was probably the one he took. And I mean, it was windy too, but still, that wouldn't have thrown an entire package of this crap in my face. So then I was looking down at something, and they say 1, and all of a sudden I just got a face full of this powder, and it's in my eye, and I can't see, and...
From who? Just some random person just whips them into your face, or what?
No, it was a guy that we went to the walk with.
Oh.
Even better, right?
Wow.
So yeah.
You can usually tell who your good friends are by the ones who don't throw green stuff into your eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there doubled over, you know, trying to get as much crap off my face as I can. And I even had glasses on. Imagine how much worse it could have been if I didn't have glasses on. And I have my glasses off, and I'm trying to get my eye to, you know, to get some of the gunk off my face and out of my eye. And he grabs my hand, and he starts dragging me away because, you know, we're in the entire group and everyone's still having a fight and throwing the powder around and stuff. He's like, well, at least I can get you out of more line of fire. And so he dragged me out of there because I couldn't even open my eyes at that point.
Damn.
He went and found a bottle of water so that at least I could kind of pour it on my face and try to clean it out a little bit, but yeah.
Wow, damn.
It took a really long time to even get it to the point where I could see again, and then he had to clean my glasses up, and they're pretty decent, but you know, there's still powder in around the edge of the lenses and in the hinges and stuff. And so yeah, my eye is extremely dry, and
Yeah.
it really hurts.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but in the time that I've known you, I have never thrown green stuff in your eyes.
No, you haven't.
Or you, as a matter of fact.
No. You have freaked out on me and climbed over me in my car one time.
But then after we started the walk, then like every half mile they had a station set up, and they had a different color at each place, and so it was like a bike path that you'd walk on, and then there were people on the left and the right, like maybe 4 on each side, with a different color of this powder. So then as you walked through each station, they threw more at you. And I mean, they don't aim for your face, luckily. And the guy that was with us, he's also like 2 feet taller than me, so, you know, I mean, he's throwing his powder at waist height, and it's going directly into my face. And so then you go through all those stations, and there's so much powder on the ground where you walk through, where they're throwing it at you, that the texture, like the ground changes, because it's like walking on really, really fine sand. Because there's
really fine
so
purple,
much
green, yellow,
blue
sand.
Yeah.
That brownish Play-Doh color, when you mix all your Play-Doh together, it makes that brownish blah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
No, you're not supposed to mix Play-Doh together.
What? Well, we had that thing where you stick the color in and you pull the handle and it came out the guy's head, and they always showed it in the commercial. that they put in one color and then another, and the hair would come out like green and then turn into blue. Well, yeah, we'll do that. By the end of the day, everything that you have is brown.
Play turd.
Yeah.
I can write that down.
I'm
Play
pretty
turd.
sure that I had Play-Doh as a kid, but I don't think I ever had any of the things to squish it through. I don't.
That was like the only one that I can remember.
I no. Just no. Hey, guess what time it is?
Is 6:21 my time?
Well, it's time for Libs.
Libs!
And we've got a third player this time. You know what? I will just alternate between you two and throw in a word every once in a while when I think that I have one that's better
I'm
than
gonna
yours.
show him my. Okay, so here's my sock. I don't know how good it's gonna show up, but it's like where the shoe was, and then the sock on top, and the color that's still left in it.
Wow.
Yeah, my socks are. I was very Vikings. I had a lot of yellow and purple on me. Oh, my toes are colored because it came in through the top of my shoe, and my toes are colored too.
Nice.
All right, everybody. We're going to play Famous Ninjas in History.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Right? Bob, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Adverb.
An adverb. Adverb. That would be the. It was describing quickly.
Quickly. A place.
Your eyebrow.
3 inches long. It's all crazy, like.
Is your eyebrow a place?
A place.
Backyard.
Backyard. I'll throw in an adjective. Oh, God. Jagged.
There we go, all better.
You may have to operate.
Bob, plural noun.
Oh, Tomfas.
What?
Tomfas?
Okay.
That's the weapon that has like the stick and then the other stick that goes the other way. And you,
I wasn't sure I heard you correctly. Color.
Periwinkle.
Bob, a noun.
Buick.
Wow. Part of the body.
Eyeball.
Eyeball. Adjective.
Adjective. Don't we normally throw in sparkly here?
Wait, we would, yes. Sparkly, green.
Well, that's good because I wanted to use sparkle for my color, but I'm like, how do I make glitter or sparkle a color? Because then it didn't work. So I'm.
Now, there's a plural noun here. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to do hedgehogs.
Ooh.
Sparkly hedgehog.
Partially periwinkle hedgehogs. Noun. Guinea pig?
Sure. Adjective, Bob.
Adjective. We'll go with. Let's see here. Describe something. Describe something. Describe something. Hot.
Hot. Verb.
Went?
Okay.
Does that work?
He went home, yes.
I just worry that the tense won't work in the Mad Lib.
It doesn't say tense. Bob, I need a plural noun.
A plural noun. Let's think of a plural noun. Beers.
Beers.
It's liquid bread. It's good for me.
Noun.
Oh, but I want a plural noun. I want mooses.
So give me a noun.
Give you a noun. Ping pong ball.
Of all the nouns, that was definitely one of them.
I'm going to give a verb ending in ing. That's Facebooking. Animal.
Dog.
We came up with a new word last week that we think we should submit to like the dictionary. You know, like the word selfie. You know, is a new word in the dictionary, for example. Yeah. It's dadmin, like dadministrator. That is when your dad hosts your website. So he's your web admin, and he's your dad. So he's your dadmin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who? I'm
Probably me.
Adjective.
Adjective. Polka dotted.
Bob. Plural part of the body.
Ooh. Phalanges.
Phalanges.
Just think of what you have 2 or more of at a time there, Bob.
All right. Famous ninjas in history. Oh, sorry. Although a quickly secretive bunch, some ninjas became known all over the backyard for their jagged ways. Here are a few of the most famous tonfas. The Periwinkle Dragon, famed for the solid gold fire-breathing Buick that he wore on a chain around his eyeball. This ninja, awesomely sparkly, moves inspired millions of young hedgehogs to take up martial arts. The Guinea Pig Assassin.
Oh.
This ninja was known for his hot ability to went across the tops of the tallest beers with the stealth and speed of a rocket-powered ping-pong ball. Bob the Ninja. Perhaps the most incredible of all modern ninjas, Bob, nicknamed the Facebooking Dog, could wield his polka-dotted weapons as precisely with his phalanges as he could with his hands.
Nice.
Does the dog keep wanting to go in and out of the door?
Yeah, he wants out, then he wants in, then he wants out, then he wants in. What the hell was that? Yesterday I saw they had a ping pong ball cannon where they were shooting a ping pong ball through the ping pong paddle.
Wow.
With this cannon.
That's traveling fast.
That is traveling.
And now we use that exact thing in here without even realizing it. That's awesome.
Well, I bought our cat a toy.
Ping pong cannon?
Well, we discovered the other day that she found something and she was really loving it, and then she lost it. And then I found another one and she lost that one immediately. So we bought her a box of 36 ping pong balls.
There's a video on Facebook from probably a week and a half ago on my page of her in our bathtub playing with one.
Nice.
It's true.
Oh my! That's a good place for a cat.
Get it. Oh, do you need a ping pong ball now?
Yes, she does.
Okay, we'll get you one.
Kitty gets ball.
That'll be at least 30 seconds of entertainment. They work so well to entertain her because they're small and light, so they move really easily, but she can't get her claws in them, so she can't hang on to it, so she just plays soccer with it like crazy.
That's cool. I can't see her though.
Try, but by the time I get my phone out, I'm sure she'll quit.
Yeah, probably.
Hi, kitty.
That's how the kitty works. And actually, we've been on for about an hour.
We have.
Oh, you're pushing this in, and my drink is on it.
So for the final greatest show online, before we become just the greatest show,
Are you gonna restart your counting?
I don't know yet. Maybe.
I think you have to.
A reboot.
We've rebooted shows before, Bob.
Yeah.
Our 3 episode 1s of our comic book show that got restarted twice. It was the gold edition and then the super special hollow cover edition.
Yeah.
That we didn't get off before.
And then in like a few years, we can come back and do another show and call it that, and it'll be like the what do they call that when the like old bands who've been apart for years come back for another
Reunite?
a reunion. We'll have a reunion show, which will be funny because it'll be the same 3 of us.
Oh yes, but for this week, we shall bid you adieu. Does that work for you, Bob?
Goodbye, listeners.
We will be back with any luck next week with the first show, the greatest show, where we will hopefully by that point in time I'll understand how Mixlr works and we can do the audio simultaneously, because Mixlr, apparently there's just people randomly wandering around in Mixlr looking for shows to listen to.
Kind of like with live broadcasting this show.
Right. Like the French gentleman who is no longer with us.
That's sad. I'm gonna miss that guy or girl. I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a guy because I thought it was Jeremy, but we'll find it. I'm sure. We always. We'll see you next week, Bob.
Bye.
Bye!
And okay, now the show's officially over. I'm going to stop the broadcast because we have no viewers.
Okay.
There's no point in naming the show since I'm not going to reproduce it. So we'll just talk then. So let's stop the broadcast.